Welcome to Global Watch. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon for more breaking updates. International football thrives on drama, on moments that capture the world's attention and unite millions in anticipation and excitement. But nothing in recent memory compares to the shockwave that hit the footballing world in late 2025, a moment that left fans, players and officials utterly speechless. In a move that seemed unthinkable just months before, FIFA has stripped the United States of its primary hosting duties for the 2026 World Cup, upending years of planning and expectation. The tournament's heart now beats in Canada, a nation that was once considered a quiet co-host, now suddenly thrust into the blinding global spotlight and tasked with carrying the hopes of the footballing world. This isn't just a logistical change, it's a geopolitical earthquake, sending ripples through international relations and the very fabric of global sport. Hosting the World Cup is about more than football. It's a nation's invitation to the world, a chance to showcase culture, unity, and ambition on the grandest stage imaginable. For the United States, this is a stunning public rebuke, a signal to the world that its global welcome mat has been pulled back and its leadership in international sport is now in question. The decision reflects not only shifting global power, but also a new intolerance for divisive politics and instability on the world stage. FIFA is making a bold bet, choosing Canada's reputation for stability, inclusivity and calm over America's recent volatility and unpredictability. How did it come to this? What chain of events led to such a dramatic reversal? And what does it mean for the future of both nations on the world stage? Let's unravel the complex web of events, decisions, and controversies that led to this historic World Cup pivot, a moment that will be remembered for generations. The seeds of this upheaval were sown long before the official announcement. Throughout 2025, rumors swirled online about the US losing its hosting role, fueled by talk of boycotts and safety concerns. The Trump administration's confrontational stance only heightened FIFA's anxiety. Moves like threatening to relocate matches and barring the Iranian delegation directly challenged FIFA's authority. FIFA Vice President Victor Montagliani drew a line. It's FIFA's tournament, FIFA's jurisdiction. The US tried to dictate terms, but FIFA held the ultimate card, the power to move the tournament. Behind the scenes, trust was eroding fast. Political provocations forced FIFA to question America's reliability as a host. The whispers grew louder, and the ground shifted beneath everyone's feet. The stage was set for a dramatic decision. While the US was embroiled in controversy, facing headlines that questioned its ability to host a global event, the world watched with uncertainty. Political unrest and social divisions dominated the news, casting a shadow over American ambitions. In contrast, Canada played a masterful diplomatic game, quietly building alliances and presenting itself as a steady hand on the international stage. Canadian leaders worked behind the scenes, reassuring global partners and sports officials alike. Canadian officials projected stability and inclusivity, contrasting sharply with the chaos to the south. Their message was clear. Canada was open, united, and ready to welcome the world. Toronto and Vancouver raced ahead with preparations, showcasing not only modern infrastructure, but also the multicultural vibrancy that defines Canadian cities. The world saw a nation eager to celebrate diversity and innovation. Canada's streamlined visa process and fan-friendly pricing made it the accessible, welcoming option. International visitors found it easy to plan their trips, and families felt encouraged to join the festivities. Ticket prices in Toronto undercut those in US cities, and the hospitality sector embraced fans with open arms. Hotels, restaurants, and local businesses all prepared to make guests feel at home. FIFA took notice. Canada was focused on the fan experience, not just profit. The emphasis was on creating memories, not just making money. Victor Montagliani, a Canadian at FIFA's top table, quietly advocated for a Canadian solution. His influence helped steer conversations in Canada's favor, ensuring the country's strengths were recognized. As US politics grew more unpredictable, Canada emerged as the logical, reliable alternative. International travelers and sports fans alike began to see Canada as the safe bet. When the moment came, FIFA's pivot north wasn't a gamble. It was a calculated move, based on months of careful observation and strategic planning. Canada had proven itself ready and aligned with FIFA's vision, demonstrating both capability and heart. The world's biggest sporting event now had a new home, and the excitement was palpable from coast to coast. Canada was no longer a junior partner. It was the main stage, ready to shine in the global spotlight and set a new standard for international sports. The economic fallout is massive. Canada wins big, while US cities count their losses. The ripple effects of this hosting shakeup are being felt far beyond the stadiums themselves, touching everything from local businesses to city budgets and even national pride. Toronto's projected impact skyrockets with more matches, creating jobs and boosting the economy. Hotels fill up, restaurants see record bookings, and construction projects accelerate to meet the demand. The city is buzzing with anticipation, and the benefits are spreading across multiple sectors, from tourism to retail. For US cities like Seattle, years of investment and planning evaporate overnight. Hopes for a tourism boom and global spotlight are dashed, leaving officials scrambling to explain the sudden reversal to their communities. Local businesses, hotels, and restaurants scramble to recover from a vanished windfall. Many had hired extra staff and stocked up for the crowds that will now never arrive, facing tough choices and uncertain futures. Sports economists warn that host city projections are often inflated, and most benefits flow to FIFA. The organization's control over the event means local gains are often smaller than promised, while FIFA's coffers grow. Still, the shift means real opportunity for Canada and real loss for the US. The emotional impact is just as real as the financial one, with fans and communities feeling the effects on both sides of the border. American cities face sunk costs and broken promises. Investments in infrastructure and marketing now seem wasted, and the sense of disappointment lingers. FIFA's power is clear. With one decision, billions in economic activity are redirected. The organization's choices shape the destinies of entire cities, demonstrating the high stakes of global sports. The 2026 World Cup is now a case study in the high-stakes economics of mega events. Cities everywhere are watching, learning hard lessons about risk, reward, and the true cost of chasing the world's biggest stage. For Canada, the stimulus is real, even if the numbers are less than the headlines suggest. The country gains a boost in global profile and local morale, but the long-term impact remains to be seen. For the US, the legacy is a costly void, one that will echo in city budgets and community memories for years to come. Even before FIFA's announcement, travel data told the story. Canada and Mexico outpaced the US in bookings and fan enthusiasm. Hotel rates soared in Mexico and Canada, but lagged in the US, reflecting tepid demand. Stricter visas, trade tensions, and political unease made the US less attractive to international fans. US hotels imposed restrictive policies, while ticket prices soared. $560 for a basic match in LA, compared to $355 in Toronto. The American World Cup was becoming a luxury event, alienating everyday fans. Canada's reasonable prices and open reputation drew global travelers. FIFA saw the writing on the wall. A US-centric tournament risked losing the festival atmosphere. The pivot to Canada was as much business as politics, aligning with the market that showed real enthusiasm. The numbers made the decision clear. Hosting the World Cup is transformative, weaving itself into a nation's identity. For Canada, this is a moment of arrival, a chance to showcase multiculturalism, tolerance, and natural beauty. Cities like Toronto and Vancouver will become global mosaics, reinforcing Canada's welcoming image. The tournament will ignite soccer's growth, inspiring a new generation of fans and athletes. For the US, the loss is a blow to national pride and a challenge to its self-image. The decision forces America to confront how it's perceived globally. Years of community planning and excitement in US cities have been dashed. The legacy in the US is disappointment, a reminder of what might have been. For Canada, it's a defining chapter. For the US, a moment of introspection. The World Cup's social impact will echo for years. Experts from sports, politics, and economics quickly weighed in. The consensus, FIFA, reasserted its authority, showing no nation is above its rules. Canada's diplomatic approach triumphed over America's hardline tactics. Political scientists call it a masterclass in soft power. Reputation and reliability beat brute force. Economists note that U.S. cities may have dodged the winner's curse of costly hosting. FIFA, as always, secures its revenue while shifting operational burdens. The move was political, pragmatic, and a clear message to future bidders. Nations must now consider their global image as much as their infrastructure. The fallout will reshape how mega events are awarded. The guardians of global sport have spoken, and the world is listening. Amid the US-Canada drama, Mexico's role quietly strengthens. Mexico retains its group stage matches, including the historic opener at Estadio Azteca. As Canada scrambles to scale up, Mexico's experience and stability anchor the tournament's southern flank. Hotel bookings in Mexico surge, reflecting global fan enthusiasm. Mexico's steady, apolitical approach earns goodwill with FIFA. If Canada faces logistical hurdles, Mexico is ready to step in. The country stands as a reliable partner, poised to deliver a spectacular World Cup experience. In the chaos, Mexico is the calm center, reminding us where football's heart truly beats. Its role may yet grow as the tournament unfolds. Moving the World Cup's heart from the US to Canada is a defining moment in sports history. FIFA's decision reflects a new global order, where openness and reputation matter as much as money and power. Canada won by embodying inclusivity and reliability, not by outspending its neighbor. The US learned that no nation is too powerful to be held accountable. The 2026 tournament is now a story of Canadian opportunity and global unity. The world will watch as Canada rises to the occasion. The beautiful game has proven bigger than any one country. The whistle has blown on a new era for international football.